What is up, Chef Nate fam? We are back again with another one for our takeaway series. This week I'm talking about burritos from Chipotle. Chipotle is an American restaurant that specializes in burritos, tacos, different things like that. They've just come to the UK, but now I'm going to teach you how to make yours at home. Let's get it popping. Right guys, let's get started straight away. There's lots of different elements to this. They're all kind of basic, because when you put them all together, it makes a wicked burrito. I want to keep it as authentic as I can possibly do, because I used to live actually right next door to a Chipotle, so I used to smash them all the time. So yeah, so let's get started. First we want to do our chicken, so I'm going to get that in the oven to get that cooking, and then we'll start prepping everything else around that. Again, basic seasonings. I'm literally just going in with a teaspoon of salt on that. I'm going to go in with 2 teaspoons of ground cumin, 2 teaspoons of smoked paprika, and 1 teaspoon of black pepper. Simple as that. I'm gonna smash a little bit of oil in there and get that on a roasting tray. I've got my oven set quite high at about 210 degrees Celsius, because I'm hoping to get a little bit of a char on there, because I actually think they probably do theirs in a grill. Obviously I don't have a grill here, so I'm gonna try and emulate that flavor by cranking my oven up a little bit higher than I normally would, and yeah, try and get some of those little char marks on there. Right, that's it guys, chicken's on the tray, let's bang this in the oven. And we'll leave that to cook for about half an hour. Those are just boneless, skinless chicken thighs. They're great to use for recipes like this because they stay nice and moist, and they won't dry out like a normal chicken breast would. So I prefer to use those, and as should you. Next up, again, we want to carry on. Let's do our peppers. I'm just going to roast some peppers off, plain and simple. I'm just going to julienne some peppers. Really simple. Right guys, just finished julienning these peppers. Let's bang those straight onto my tray. And keeping this even more simple than we did with the chicken, just gonna put a little bit of a drizzle of olive oil on there. And this is just a salt and pepper mix, equal parts salt, equal parts pepper. And it's as simple as that. Again guys, I'm looking for the freshest of the ingredients, and I'm looking to bring all the elements of each ingredient together at the end to make a banging burrito. So we haven't got to worry about going crazy, flavoring everything with a bunch of different spices just yet. So those are in the oven. Okay, we can forget about those now. So let's move on to seasoning our steak. I've got a steak here. You can use any kind of steak you like. Ribeye steak would be great for this. Sirloin steak would be great for this. I've got it out of room temperature. I'm gonna hit it with my same salt and pepper mix, 50% salt, 50% pepper, and we'll let those spices just seep slowly into the meat as we carry on prepping the rest of our ingredients. That's that, set that to the side, and that's another job done. All right, next up guys, I'm gonna teach you how to do some guacamole, fresh, and some of your own homemade salsa. It's super simple. Get yourself one of these little blenders, or if you have a big food processor, that's equally as good. I'm just going to make a blend of herbs and spices that basically will season both the guacamole and the salsa, so it makes it super simple. I'm just gonna start with a little handful of coriander, a little handful, I'm gonna roughly chop this just so it doesn't clog up the blender. That's just parsley going in there, like that. Try not to make a mess like me. I'm gonna hit it with some lime juice. Probably the juice of 2 limes. Roll your limes out a little bit to get the juices flowing. Juice of 2 limes going in there. Just like that. I've got 2 garlic cloves. I'm gonna pop those in just like that. I think I'm gonna spice it up a little bit today, so I wanna go in with 2 chilies. They're not massive chilies, so that's why I'm gonna use 2 of them. I'm not gonna take the seeds out. I'm gonna leave them just like that, cut those in half, pop those in there. And I've got half a white onion. I'm gonna bang that in there. And then hit it with some olive oil, just a few tablespoons just to loosen it up, to make it spin nicely. And again, salt and pepper mix, hit it with that. Maybe a teaspoon or 2 of that. And then that's it guys, we're just gonna blend. Right guys, that's all done now. I'm just gonna have a little taste for seasoning. That's perfect. This works together so well. All those flavors together complement each other perfectly. And it's gonna make our salsa and our guacamole taste wicked. So first up, Got some diced tomatoes here. I'm gonna go straight into a mixing bowl with those. And it literally is as simple as adding a little bit of our mix. I'm gonna go in with a large heaped spoon like that. Bosh, done. Easy as that. It's gonna taste banging. I'll leave that there for the next 20 minutes or so and let those flavors marinate. It's gonna taste wicked. And we're literally gonna do pretty much the same with our avocado. I'm just gonna peel it, get your knife, pop that seed out, just like that. Then I like to score it. Try not to cut through and cut your hand. Score it just like that. And then I'll grab myself one of my big spoons. Then scoop it out. It's already sliced for you. Scoop this side out. Bang that in there. Get rid of that. I also like to add a tomato to my guacamole. Let me just show you guys something. I did the same with the tomatoes for the salsa as well. I like to take my tomatoes, cut it into quarters, and then just run your knife along there and take that watery take those watery pips out, so it won't make your salsa and it won't make your guacamole watery. Super simple, won't take you very long, but it's just worth doing it because that's where all the water, mainly of the water is. And again, we don't want anything to be watery and soggy. Quick dice on that. Right, that's all diced up, guys. Throw that straight in there. Get rid of this. Again, spoon, one heaped in there like that. And then I'm gonna break down this avocado a little bit. Mix that up. And there we have a perfect, homemade, nice chunky guacamole. Right guys, we're almost finished. I'm just gonna bang a little bit of vegetable oil in this pan. Nice hot pan, it's smoking already. And let's get our steak cooked. I'm sure we've all cooked steak before. It's simple. 2 rules are make sure it's nice and seasoned, room temperature, and then obviously a nice hot pan. So that's all you need. I'm gonna leave it for a few minutes on each side, get it to a nice medium rare. I'll take it out of the pan and that'll be ready to be diced up later on for our burrito. All right guys, that's everything done. I'm gonna give you a little rundown of everything I've got. So before I started the video, I actually made some plain white rice. I definitely was gonna show you guys how to do that. I'm hoping that we all know how to do that. And if all else fails, use Uncle Ben's. I've got some sour cream. Obviously that's just out the pot as usual. We have got our guacamole that we made here. We've got our amazing salsa that we made here. Our peppers roasted down really nicely. Our chicken here and our steak here, that's been resting for about 10 minutes now. I shredded some Little Gem lettuce, love Little Gem, and I've got some red Leicester cheese here. So that's everything that we're gonna use to build this burrito. I've still got my pan on a medium heat so we can warm up our tortilla to make it a little bit more pliable. Chipotle actually use way bigger tortillas than this. This is the biggest tortilla that I could find at our local supermarket, Tesco's. And so I'm gonna try my best not to rip it. Obviously, you could use a double tortilla and try and make it a bit bigger if you wanted to. I'm just not gonna overstuff this one just so I can fit it in my mouth at the end as well. All right, so first, just gonna pop this in the pan. It shouldn't take long. We don't want to like brown it or anything. I literally just want to make it pliable. So probably 30 seconds on each side, maybe even 20. It feels like it's already getting warm. So we'll flip that over. Yeah. All right, that's cool. So that took 20 seconds. All right, first up, I'm gonna go in with the rice. This is how they do it at Chipotle. So they ask you if you want rice, and I always choose white rice. And then they hit it with your mixed peppers. Get those in there. And then I'm gonna go for our meats. So I'm gonna take a couple of slices of my steak, cooked nice medium rare, and hit it with the steak. Then I'm gonna take a piece of chicken, super juicy, cooked perfectly. Make sure it hits 75 degrees Celsius on the inside so you don't get salmonella. And then we're gonna hit it with, I think, cheese next. It's looking pretty good. Then I wanna go in with some of this amazing, amazing guacamole that we made. I can't wait to try this already, my mouth's watering. All right, a little bit of salsa on top of that too. And then I'm gonna go in with my sour cream now actually, before the lettuce. Sour cream just over the top like that. Finish with a little bit of lettuce, so we can say we're being healthy. All right, now this is gonna be the hard part. Let me see if I can wrap this up. So I'm gonna go in with both sides like this. Give it a little flip, tuck, 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 tuck. Hit your fingers around there. Keep rolling, rolling, rolling. And then, I think we've done all right. Actually, let me try and tuck this in a little bit more. There you go. I'm gonna plate up a little bit. And I'll tell you what I will do as well. Just have a little cut in half. So you can see the inside. Just on the angle, just like that. And there it is, guys. Chipotle burrito. Enjoy. All right, guys, so we're all done. I've just dressed up the plate a little bit. Wanted to add a little lime, so you can have one little squeeze of that before we eat it. Let's try this bad boy out, see if it tastes like the real thing. I'm digging it, I'm digging it. And don't forget, Mexican, always gotta have your tequila. Arriba. Thanks again for watching this week, guys. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Let's get this channel popping. I hope you enjoyed this dope recipe. Make sure you try it out. Have a Mexican night with your friends. Have a shot of tequila and have a great week. Chef Nate is out. Peace.